Once you know how you can get your customers to spend more with you, well, keep watching this video and I can tell you how the concept of perceptual contrast can help you do this. Hi there, Chaz Rupra here from High Clarity. As well as helping our clients with their accounts, we also help them improve their business and their profits. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that small business owners make is by having a single price that their prospects can choose from. You see, having a single price can cause you to lose out in two different ways. For some customers, that price will be too high, they're not willing to buy it and therefore you lose them as a customer. For others, that price seems quite low, so you end up charging them less than they're actually willing to pay. Therefore, you lose out again. We can demonstrate this from the following table. The up axis represents the price that you charge and the cross axis represents the demand for your services. Generally, as you decrease the price, the demand for your services increases. Now, through research, you might find that there's a midpoint at which you set your prices and you're attracting enough customers. The problem with this single price point is that it gives rise to something called the consumer surplus. This is represented by the shaded area and represents the extra amount that some customers were willing to pay for your services. Now, in other words, there will be some customers that are willing to pay more than other customers, and you can claw back some of this consumer surplus by having different pricing points for different customers. There are also strategies you can use that help increase the amount that different customers spend with you, but for the purposes of this video, I'll be covering something called the perceptual contrast principle. Now, we naturally perceive things in comparison to other things, which means that if there are two things in sequence together, we'll tend to think of the second one as being more different to the first than it actually is. This is called perceptual contrast. For example, imagine that you've got some buckets of water in front of you. You've got a blue cold water bucket and you've got a green room temperature bucket. You put your hand, so your left hand into the cold water and your right hand into the room temperature bucket. The room temperature one will seem very warm in comparison. Now, if we add in a red hot bucket, and we do that exercise again, so we put our left hand this time into the lukewarm or the room temperature bucket and our right one into the red one, you'll find that the middle bucket or the green one seems pretty cold. In other words, you perceive the temperature of the middle bucket will be influenced by whether you put your other hand in the cold water first or the hot water first. So you can use this same principle in your business when presenting your prices. If you present the cheapest option first and then go up to the more expensive option, it will seem that just more expensive. However, if you start off with the most expensive option first and then work your way down to perhaps the middle one, it will seem much more palatable. One way you can do this is by presenting your prices as a menu-based table showing the different things that are included in the different prices. The key is to show the most expensive one first and work your way down. You're much more likely this way to sell more of the middle option, and the odd person will also take you up on the highest price service. I hope this explains how using the principle of perceptual contrast can help you increase profits in your business. Now, if you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe for more up and coming videos which will help you with other strategies. And also, if you've not already seen it, I'd recommend that you watch my other video titled The Power of Marginal Gains, which shows how this strategy is just a number of others that you can use to increase your profits by up to 40% in a very short space of time. If you prefer reading, then get a copy of my book, which will show you written examples and strategies that you can implement straight away. And in the meantime, if you're really stuck, then feel free to comment with any questions about how you can improve your profits, and I will do my best to point you in the right direction.